Satan, the baddest hoe to fall from heaven since Hades. But Satan is a lot less jolly than it might seem. In fact, you could go so far as to call him mean-spirited. He's a bad guy. Despite this, legend tells of countless people attempting to summon the devil. Some were merely curious, others wanted to sell their soul in exchange for their wildest desires. Varying as much as their motivation was their method to summon him. Having gone through dozens of such folktales, I have identified some of the best ways to summon the devil. I'm all about helping my subscribers improve themselves, so for those of you who lie awake at night wishing you could meet Satan, there must be at least one of you. Here are some options. It seems like religion has always told of a fallen deity who became the embodiment of evil, from ancient Babylonian to Maori tradition. In Christianity, the devil is drawn from a variety of ancient Greek, Celtic and Abrahamic beliefs, giving us the Prince of Darkness we all know and love. But it's not all positive. The devil does have a mean side. One of the figures he was based on is a fallen angel from Jewish lore called Sataniel. Not being mentioned in the New Testament, it's as if he and many others were simply absorbed into one terrible being, Satan. But no matter how evil or powerful our perception of the devil became, some have always tried to reach him. By the late 19th century, a dark renaissance unfolded. Across the globe, secret societies were born around the occult and the study of all things mysterious. People spent their entire lives investigating magic, the paranormal and Satanism. Among them was Aleister Crowley. Crowley was the most notorious of all Victorian occultists, being known as the wickedest man in the world, and the Beast, a name even his mother used for him. He believed in magic, and claims to have developed a prayer to summon the devil. Rumours spread that mispronouncing the prayer would cause a person to lose their mind, so it's not a prayer that should be taken lightly. But I'm going to reveal it here anyway, because views. Apparently it goes like this. I invoke thee, the terrible and invisible God, who dwellest in the void place of the spirit. Aro go go ru abrao. Thou spiritual son, Satan, thou eye, thou lust, cry aloud, whirl the wheel. O my father, O Satan, O son, so tau, thou the saviour. Medorio, silence, give me thy secret. Falar foul. Give me suck, thou phallus, thou son. Ooh, Satan, thou eye, thou lust. Satan, thou eye, thou lust. Satan, thou eye, thou lust. Aepa, thou self-caused, self-determined, exalted, most high. Now, my commitment to reciting that prayer was not exactly enthusiastic, and there's a good reason for that. If I were to properly recite it and it work, I would be faced with Satan, and that's just a bad day. On the other hand, if it doesn't work, I'll sound like an idiot. There's no upside. It is said Crowley would regularly perform that ritual in his remote home, much to the chagrin of local workers, who found themselves tormented by the dark spirits he released. When not doing that, he would try and summon ghosts and demons by using sex magic. If I say anything more about this, my video will get demonetized. So let's move on. Another great mind who attempted to summon the devil was Charles Babbage. An inventor and mathematician, Babbage is considered the father of computing. He conceived of the first ever digital computer, and even designed it in detail, but technology was not yet ready to build his vision. He was a man ahead of his time, but not all his beliefs were rooted in logic. As a young man, he was member of a group of paranormal investigators, and one day he tried to contact Satan. He theorized that if the devil was real, he would be able to call upon him through scientific experimentation. After months of consideration and research, he decided on a method. In the attic of an abandoned building, Babbage cut open his finger and drew a circle on the ground in blood. Standing inside that circle, he then recited the Lord's Prayer backwards. Looking towards the window and chimney, he expected to see some sign of the devil emerge. Perhaps an owl or a bat, or even Satan himself, but no sign of such was to be seen. After a while of standing alone in the attic like a big dumb idiot, he gave up and left. Later in life, Babbage would look back on the attempt, calling it foolish. but it was worth a try. Probably. In the city of Munich can be found a large 12th century cathedral. For centuries it was the burial place of Bavaria's kings, and still today it's regarded as a holy place, but some locals associate the cathedral only with darkness. Being built from scratch in just 20 years, people at the time wondered how this was even possible. Before long, rumour emerged that Satan himself was responsible. According to such rumours, the cathedral's architect appealed for help from any supernatural force, be it of heaven or hell. Only the devil offered him a deal, and so he reluctantly accepted. According to it, Satan would aid in the cathedral's erection, on the condition it would have no windows. If one single window was present at the time of completion, the devil would claim his soul. Without any natural light source, it would be a mockery of other cathedrals and an insult to God. At least it would be in the mind of Satan. But on the cathedral's completion, Satan realized his mistake. Somehow it had been engineered to be perfectly bright, even without windows. This genius of engineering, or optical illusion, or whatever it was, had cheated the devil out of claiming a soul. Some say the cathedral did have windows, but they were hidden by large stone columns, leaving the devil confused. Powerless to do anything, he stomped his foot in anger and left, leaving an imprint that still today can be found in the cathedral. According to some versions of the legend, it now acts as a gateway to hell. Place your foot in the exact position the devil's once was, and recite some kind of prayer. Do that and Satan himself will appear before you. But it would be a mistake. Still furious at being tricked out of a soul all those centuries ago, he will drag you back to hell with him. The common theme developing here is that any engagement with Satan tends to go badly. He's really a bad influence, yet if you still want to meet him, there are many other ways. You could go to a crossroads at midnight, the traditional place to make a deal with the devil, but that's just asking to end up in a serial killer's basement. You could join a witch's coven, but that's been out of fashion since 1730. You could try voodoo, but that's for losers. There are probably more options, but I'm really running out of steam here. Time for bed.